Hi everyone. So I've had to go on my phone today, so I'm going to have to be looking looking at the tiny writing. So hopefully I'll see clear enough. Yeah, if I put it sideways, it'll be bigger, but then I won't be looking directly at the camera, and I like to look directly at the camera as I'm looking at you. Then, if that makes sense. Anyway, so. Hello, everybody. For anybody that hasn't seen me before, I'm Anna Fox, holistic psychic medium. I work in many different ways. I tend to go with the flow with what is right at the time, and I'm looking forward to reading for everybody today. So I'm waiting for people to come on. I can't see any chat yet. I can't see any comments yet. So I will be looking out for that. So today it's just going to be mini readings, gentle Monday morning readings with the Sacred Traveller. Oh, hi, Debbie. Hi, Sacred Traveller, Oracle deck, and just basic my psychic work and some mediumship as well. So we'll just see how it goes. So I can see everybody now. Hi, Sam. Hi. I'm just looking for the comments coming up. I wonder if I click on that, will that do anything? Oh no, I don't want to do that. Sorry, I was just trying something out to see if I could see the comments on my phone, but I can only see them coming on the screen. So I was just checking something. If I'm missing anything, because there is actually room for comments to come at the bottom. So I don't know why I'm not getting that. But anyway, I can see everybody. Hi, BB. Hi. And I can see there's a StreamYard app I can get. I want to get rid of that. How do I get rid of that? Sorry, I'm just messing with the thing. Oh, I don't know. It's not letting me. It's at the top of it now. Never mind. Oh, it's actually a beret. It's a beret. It's a knitted beret. I've got lots of different ones, all different colours, loads of them. I collect them. Yeah. I hope everybody's okay this morning. It's a bit dull here. I'm in West Wales at the moment. It's quite dull, actually. I think there's a bit of blue sky trying to come out, but it's actually not raining, which makes a change. Okay. So before I start, we could just take a few breaths together. So if we would like to just take a breath in and a breath out. As you breathe out, release all of your stresses and worries of your day or your weekend or whatever. So take another breath in. And blow out. When you blow out, just feel your body relax, okay? It really helps me as a medium to be able to really have a good relationship with everybody that's watching and who I'm reading for. Okay, so it helps if we're all at peace. Okay, so another breath in and breathe out. So I also have my peace spray that I make, which I'm going to spray around myself as it helps keep me centered and calm as well. Okay. So if people would like to comment who would like a reading, I will see who I'm drawn to. Okay. So there's gem essences in there. Yeah. Because I'm also a gem essence practitioner. And I like to use gems to bring health and well-being. Hi, Rocks. I think that's Rocks. Yeah. So everybody comment then, please, and I'll see who I'm drawn to. and we'll get the ball rolling. Okay. So I'm just looking at the comments popping up on the screen. I'm not sure how many people are watching. I haven't got any idea on here. It doesn't show me anything. Okay. So I'm only seeing Corey's comment at the moment. So I'll just wait a little minute, see if any more comments pop up. I can see it's still ticking away, the time. Oh, there we are. Andrea Fleece. Oh, Andrea Reese. Oh my God, you know, I can't read it. It's so small. Andrea Reese. Hi, Andrea. I believe I've read for you before. Let me see who else comes up. It's very slow. It seems very slow today. God, I can't read it. Chael. Is it Chael? Chelly? God, I can't read it. Chella? Let me put it to the side a second. And then maybe I can see better. No, I can't. Doesn't make any difference. Is it Chella? God, it's really hard to see. Okay. Suzanne Anderson, you're there? Okay. Oh, Suzanne Anderson, I'll come to you. Yeah, I'll come to you, Suzanne. I may not be able to help with the ring situation, but I'll come to you and give you a reading anyway. Okay? So let me tune in to you, Suzanne. As I connect with you and about the ring, they're telling me about the fridge. And I don't know why they're talking to me about your fridge. So I don't know whether there's a connection. I don't know why the ring would have anything to do with the fridge. But that's what they're giving me about it. Okay, so I don't know whether it's fallen by the fridge or something like that. I don't know. That's just what they've given me about the ring. Okay, so just bear that in mind. But there's something to do with the fridge. Okay, I'm just sorting these cards out. They seem to be getting a bit stuck. Oh, that's weird. Let me just sort this card out. It got sticky. That's not, they don't usually get sticky. So let me just wipe the back of this card because it stops them. Okay then, Suzanne, I'll come to you now. So just bear that in mind about the fridge. I don't know if it actually has anything to do with the ring or not. Yeah, the comments are there, Suzanne. Yeah, so I'm reading for you now. The comments are extremely slow today. I'm getting a polar bear, a big polar. It's like a cuddly polar bear with you, Suzanne. And I don't know why. But I'm seeing a big polar bear. So I don't know whether you have like a big polar bear teddy, and whether there's any relation with a big white polar bear teddy. But and all the same, if you don't actually have a polar bear, you know, big white polar bear teddy, I will interpret it symbolically for you. Okay, Suzanne? They're showing me a little polar bear. Like, you know, there's feelings of isolation with you, Suzanne. Feelings of isolation. Like, I'm seeing a polar bear, you know, when they show on the television, when it's on the ice and it's on its own, you know, and it's on that little ice block and it's on its own, floating off. And it's like I'm not able to get back on the land, you know. So you know, for safety. So I do feel you feel adrift. You feel very much like you're at sea. and you know, you're finding it very, very difficult to get yourself back on track, Suzanne. Okay, I can see that you feel quite emotionally quite sort of frozen as well, if that makes sense. So not able to really express yourself very well, like, you know, like really struggling emotionally as well. Um, but the interesting thing is, when I first saw the polar bear, Teddy, I was seeing it with a lot to bring you a lot of comfort. Yeah, there's this teddy bear there is that energy is to bring you a lot of comfort and warmth, which is like the opposite of what I got when I saw the little bear on its own, you know, and the loneliness that I feel with that, Suzanne. It's interesting that I got the fridge as well, and also then I got ice. So that, you know, it's like you're out in the cold. You feel like you're out in the cold. That's why I was saying I wasn't really sure if the fridge was anything to do with the ring. Do you know what I mean? With rings and things like that, it's often easier if you know if the medium or the psychic is in the space to be able to sense where it is, if that makes sense. It's not so easy to do it remotely. But the card I've got for you, Suzanne, is really interesting, because it is about being in the flow and allowing yourself to go into the flow. It said everything is smooth sailing. So I do feel that everything is actually going forward for you is a lot easier than you think. Okay. So it's going to be a lot easier than you think, and things are going to become easier. I'm seeing like you hauling yourself in to the shore and finding safety. So things are on the up for you, okay? Things are on the up, Suzanne. And I do feel that you will find the ring. So just don't worry about it, because often when we stress about these things and when we're concerned about these things, we can no longer find it, but it will turn up. Okay, so just, it's fine, don't worry about it, it will turn up. Okay, and that right now Spirit are asking you to look after yourself, to, you know, to make sure you're warm. There's concerns over you being cold, and they want you to give yourself a break. They want you to give yourself a break from all your worries and stresses, and to allow yourself to go with the flow a little bit more. Okay, so I do feel that they're reaching out to you right now, Suzanne. There is this energy of reaching out to you to hold your hand and to pull you back onto shore. Okay, if that makes sense. And it's interesting because there's a lot of snow on this as well, on this card. And it is about rising above the difficulties, you know, and they're giving me a tower for you as well. For some reason, they're giving me a tower, and you're at the top of the tower. And it's this isolation, feeling like, you know, you're never going to be able to be grounded again. You know, there's this energy of not being grounded and out of your body, if that makes sense. And then it brings in all of these more negative feelings, if that makes sense, Suzanne. I am seeing the cutting of a cake, Suzanne. There's some gentleman in spirit coming in, and he's cutting a cake. So I don't know whether there's a birthday coming up or an anniversary, but he's coming in to cut a slice of the cake. I do believe this gentleman liked cake very much, and also like to take control at dinner time, in regards to doing the sort of some of the cooking, but also some of the preparation, you know, like the serving of the food, if that makes sense. This gentleman is like quite dapper, I would say. um but yeah, he's giving me a cake and he's cutting a slice for you. So I don't know whether this is in relation to, like I said, a birthday or a celebration coming up for you, and he wants you to have a, you know, he wants you to take that piece of, he's literally giving it to you right now, you know, to give you what you need. You know, it's like, do not deny yourself these things anymore. Okay. Oh, he wants to give you a cake, you know? He wants to give you a cake. And it's like, I don't know whether it's just very much like wanting you to celebrate, you know, celebrate life, celebrate still being here, even though you feel lonely, if that makes sense. And that's what he's wanting to sort of impart to you. He's giving me a Christmas cake now as well for some reason, and I don't know why, because it has white icing on it that Christmas cakes have. So I don't know whether Christmas is significant in terms of dates, and obviously it's significant to everybody, but I'm seeing it as having another meaning. Okay, Christmas time, and he's sharing that with me as well. But he wants you to, you know, embrace life again, and you know, because it's interesting, because this card is also Christmas time. If you can see the person, it's like, you know, it looks very, very Christmas. Yeah, with the colors and the sort of, it's almost like got an energy of like a Father Christmas energy to it. It's like a sleigh, isn't it? It's like a sleigh. So it is, you know, and it is that, you know, feelings of protection. You know, he wants to bring you those feelings of warmth and protection, and the whiteness of this polar bear is very beautiful to come close to you and may help you feel warm and loved. Okay, and this is coming down from, you know, a monk spirit world for you from him. There's a lot of the color white for you. He's giving you the color white for purity, for peace and serenity, and that's what he, you know, very much wants for you. Okay, he's jangling keys now, this gentleman. He's jangling keys, and I don't know whether that means there's going to be a move, but it is more like car keys. So I don't know whether there's something to do with the car issue you have that he's a little bit worried about. The comments are really slow, so I can't really see what you're saying. But the jangling of the keys to me is very much indicating something new to do with the car, or the, and also with the card being everything is smooth sailing. I would say if there's any issues with transport or a car, that he's looking out for you there, and you know, to, you know, that the help will come, you know, to sort it out so that you can get moving again, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's what I let me see if there's anything else. It's giving me the number 8 as well. Oh, that's beautiful, Suzanne. That's beautiful. Oh, lovely. He's giving the number 8 as being significant, but also the number 8 can also signify infinity, and you know that the connections are never broken, and that is very much the energy that he wants to give you, that connection is still there, and he's always with you, Suzanne. Okay. He's showing me links of a chain, you know, like a chain, and links of a chain that connect you together, if that makes sense. It's like a visualization of imagining yourself still linked. Okay. All right, then. Thank you so much, Suzanne. Thank you so much for coming to my live. So if everybody else would like to comment, and we'll see. And the comments are very slow. Oh, your door is number 8. Wonderful, wonderful. So he's at your door, you know, he's there looking over you, watching over you, Suzanne. It's easier if I see the comments, because you know the feedback is important, because it feels like, well, you're not there, if you know what I mean, if I don't see comments. Okay, lots of love. Thank you, Suzanne, and have all of his love, and know that he's still there. Okay, lots of love. Bye bye. Okay, so let me see who I'll go to next. Excuse me, squinting. I'm trying to read the comments. Oh, so who should I go to next? They've slowed down again now. Corrie Dutton, I'll come to you. It's a while since I've read for you, Corrie, isn't it? I took a deep breath as Corrie. I took a deep breath as I connected with you. So I do feel that you know, there's a need for that for you. There's a need for a pause, Corrie. There's a need for you, you know, to relax. And I'm seeing you having a spa day and that sort of thing, stretching yourself out and having a lovely, lovely, if nothing else, having a really nice long bath, or whether you've just had one. But I do feel there's a need for relaxation for you, Corrie, okay? Because I took this really long breath as I connect with you. They're giving me a horse and carriage, Corrie. And I don't know why they're giving me a horse and carriage. Beckoning you to get in for some reason to the horse and carriage. So I don't know whether that it feels like a wedding or something like that. The energy of a wedding around you. Spirit giving me this horse and carriage. So it's like a being treated, you know, having a treat. So I don't know whether it's linked with this spa situation, Sarah thing. Oh, it's hard to explain. It's because it's like being whisked away, you know, to the ball. Being whisked away to the ball, you know, a bit like Cinderella. That's oh my god, lots of cards just fell out. Let me get them. Yeah. But there is, you know, it's like a need for you to sort of break away, you know, and like something you sort of wish for, Corrie, is to be whisked away. That makes sense. Okay. Sorry, just checking on the bed. But I do feel that's what they're sort of bringing to you as well. You know, this like treat yourself, take yourself off, you know, treat yourself, like have that day, you know, like that night, like Cinderella. It's the one night, you know, she had the one night to do her best, you know, and to get out there and meet her prince. And that's the sort of feeling they get, energy they're giving me, Corrie, for you. Make the most of it. I'm not necessarily sure whether you need to meet a prince or not, but that's the sort of energy there. Get out there, get out on the town. Have fun, celebrate, enjoy yourself. Okay, let's get you a card, Corrie. They're giving me a black dog as well. I have a black dog stepping forward, and it's panting and sticking its tongue out quite a lot, sort of like quite an excited dog, a dog that likes to chase a ball, you know, that sort of dog, like a retriever. And it's very excitable and jumping around everywhere, this little dog. And it's all, this dog is full of life, you know, and there's this, you know, a lot of fun for you, you know, wants to bring a lot of fun for you, wants you to throw the ball for the dog, actually wants you to play. And yeah, so again, it's that energy. I don't know if you recognize or are aware of the dog, but there is this need for you to embrace life and go with, you know, just take a chance, you know, like don't deny yourself pleasures, you know, don't deny yourself if that makes sense, you know. It's because also you have the card is embracing enthusiasm, shout to the heavens with happiness. So there's a need, Corrie, for you to celebrate, you know, and be happy right now. And Spirit are really asking you to just take that step out of, you know, get out the house, and you know, go dancing, you know, go celebrating. And yeah, embracing enthusiasm, shout to the heavens with happiness. Shout to the heavens with happiness. And what's she looking at there? She's looking at butterflies. So it's really about a time of transformation for you, Corrie. It really is, because Cinderella, the whole story behind Cinderella is this transformation that she makes, you know, from the little like what do they call her? she was just like the little lowly cleaner, wasn't she, into the sort of the belle of the ball. And that is what spirit are really looking for. And it's like a time going forward now, you are going to become the belle of the ball again. So there's a lot going on for you, and I did feel at the start there was a need for a pause for you as well. But going forward, everything is going to open up and blossom for you. Okay, so it's very, very positive. Okay, very, very positive. And let me see, let me have a look at I would say by May time, things will be very, very different, and you will feel much more alive again, and much more like life is worth celebrating. So a lot of your worries will be over, Corrie. Okay. Spirit are giving me a wand. It's like a wand, so I don't know, and that's interesting. It is like the fairy godmother, with the wand, but you can take control. They're giving you the wand for you to take control of your life, and for you to actually create all of the magic that that you deserve. Okay, Corrie. All right. Thank you for coming to my live. I can't see any comments, so I'm going to carry on. So if everyone would like to comment, please let me know if you'd like a reading. Okay. Just shuffle the cards. Let me know who else is there. I hope that was all right for you, Corrie, and it made sense. But very, very positive. It was very much going forward. I should have said at the start of the session, it's always worth making notes when I read, because a lot of what I say is ahead of time. Okay, it's just how I read. I see into the tapestry of life, and I see what direction people are moving towards a lot. Not all the time. Sometimes I see what's happening now, but I see that as well. But I often look forward to give hope, and also give people sort of a heads up if something's coming along the way that they need to be aware of as well, just to help them. So it's always worth noting it down, and see how it goes in future, and see what occurs, because often I have read before into the future, into like 6-7 months ahead is what, and people at the time don't recognize it, and then it all occurs. So I'm very much that type of medium clairvoyant, who looks forward, but not always. Okay, so it's I just keep wanting to remind people to do that. Okay, so just anyone else who has a reading, to make notes, keep a record of the date and what I said, and I just hope that if nothing else, that I can bring hope and comfort to everybody that I read for. Okay, so I can't see any comments coming up now, so I don't know what's happening there. I'm waiting for comments to come through so that I can read for someone else. Okay, so let me know, anybody who'd like a reading. Sorry, I keep dropping the cards today. It's because I'm sitting on the edge of the bed. Okay, so Facebook user, I can't see who you are, so I can't read for you, otherwise I won't be able to refer to you. So please allow StreamYard your permission. Okay, Pamela Johnson, I'll come to you. Pamela Johnston. As I connect with you, Pamela, I'm seeing a lady in a rocking chair straight away, and I started to rock myself. So I'm sort of connecting with a lady in a rocking chair. She looks like a sort of classic old sort of granny, out of like a fairy tale or a storybook or something. She's wonderful. She's got a very, very lovely energy. So I do feel this woman is from a fair bit in the past, really, as she's wearing a shawl. Okay, and she's rocking, and she's holding a baby, and rocking in the rocking chair with the baby. Pamela. Really beautiful. Oh, I missed that comment. It disappeared. Oh, she's your guide. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. There is a message from her. She's saying don't throw the baby out with the bathwater for some reason. So I don't know whether this is in terms of your spiritual work, then, if she's your guide, but she's just saying don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Like, as you know, she's holding a baby, so it's like there's a new birth for coming forward for, yeah, because she stepped forward in a very different way. She was in front of me. She wasn't to the right. You know, spirit often stepped forward to the right, but she was straight there as soon as I connected with you, right in front of me, rocking and with this baby. So I feel like there's like a new, you know, the baby signifies new birth for you, but it's about not throwing the baby out with the bathwater, if that makes sense, Pamela. Okay, so I do believe that's usually a warning of not, yeah, like not doing yourself any favors, if that makes sense. You know, not, yeah. So it's spiritually sort of like being sort of hard on yourself, and yeah, she's kind of like this. Giving you a bit of a telling off, not valuing yourself enough, and not valuing your work enough, and throwing things away that are valuable, you know, if that makes sense. And I do feel this is in your physical life as well, like not, you know, like sometimes not recognizing what you have, if that makes sense, in regards to yourself and regards to others, like spiritual work, but also in your physical life as well, like not always recognizing what you have. So it's really, really important to recognize you, and your gifts and abilities, and value yourself, and also value those around you that are wishing to sort of, you know, there's like this energy of maybe, you know, a lack of trust, and not necessarily always letting people in, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, if that's true as well, yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm a bit late getting that message. Definitely. There's definitely hope for that. Yeah. And I think that don't throw the baby out with the bathwater is about not, don't lose hope. Don't lose hope, okay? Keep, and the rocking is very significant of sort of peace and allowing things to go, you know, things to go with the flow. Allow things to go with the flow, Pamela. Okay. Yeah, definitely, definitely. She's like telling you off for, you know, undervaluing yourself and undervaluing generally, you know, through it's sort of through fear, really, as much as anything. Okay, let me get you a card. Yeah, trust there's a divine plan. Trust there's a divine plan. So it is about issues of trust, trusting, you know, and whether you're deserving. I do feel that you undervalue yourself. You can undervalue your life, you know, and are not always trusting that things are going to work out. So the message is very much for you. Trust there's a divine plan. So allow life to give you, you know, what it wishes to give you. Do not deny yourself anything. And I do feel you're denying yourself in your physical life as well. There's something that you're denying yourself, okay? Like you don't feel worthy. All right, so allow it in. You are worthy. You are worthy of getting pregnant. You are worthy of having a baby, you know, at the moment, and all of that. And really hold that close to you, that feeling close to you. And but yeah, I would definitely say that with the, you know, with there's a very much positivity in that regard. So trust the divine plan. Yeah. And it's like you've come out of a darker phase now, Paula. You've very much come out of a darker phase into the light. There's still some work to be done, but the path is now clear. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming to my live. And if people would like to comment, I'll see who I'm coming to next. I'm trying to be a bit quicker today. Okay. Please comment. Okay, put the cards down. Who's next? I'm trying to read the names now. Need a mat. I should have a magnifying glass. I'm getting older now. I was going to do it on my computer because I can see it clearer, but I need to save my computer. I live off grid and I need to save my computer power for a private reading I'm doing later. Okay, so let me see who else. Please comment. Not seeing any comments at the moment. Just wait for those comments to come up. Not seeing. Oh, there we are. Shell, is it? Shell Croxia. Shell Croxia. I think I can't read it. Sorry. Croxia is the surname. So yeah, I'm coming to you now. Okay. The first thing that they gave to me as I connect with you is the dark night of the soul. So I don't know whether you've been going through a bit of a tough patch, bit of a tough time. And I'm being told it's the dark night of the soul for Shell. Am I saying your name right? Let me know. I'm sweating now. It's getting hot in here. Oh, it's a shame. The comments are so slow today. So yeah, I'm connecting with you. I'm getting the dark night of the soul, but it's like coming out of it now. They're showing me. I often see a cave as a sort of symbolic thing, and they're showing me you coming out into the light now. Okay, great. Okay, Shell. So I think the path is well trodden. They're saying the path is well trodden, so I don't feel this is unfamiliar to you, and that there's various dark patches in your life, if that makes sense. But again, you're coming out into the light now, so things are moving forward. Okay. They're giving me fishes for you for some reason. They're giving me fishes, and they're giving me a goldfish, and they're giving me a goldfish in a little bag like we used to get back in the day when you went to the fair and got a fish. They're giving me a fish really clearly in a bag, a goldfish. I'm not sure if this is a memory or not. Okay. I'm being told that like you almost feel like you're the goldfish. Do you know what I mean? Going round in circles, being sort of because they're not showing me who's holding me the goldfish out. They're just showing it as I'm not connecting with anybody individual at the moment, but this is just like spirit showing me a goldfish like going round in circles, like not but like feeling a bit trapped. like you're not able to get out of your situation. And I don't know whether you've had issues with your memory as well, but that's what I'm being given, like, you know, a bit forgetful. They're telling me there's a need for you to sort of get out and go get your feet in the soil. Get your feet in the soil, okay, Shell? Connect with the earth. Feel that reconnection with the earth. Oh, it's amazing. So I was talking about, I don't know whether there's something going on in your life that, you know, you feel like you're just like treading old ground, going over and over this thing, all the, you know, the same thing all the time. And this is the goldfish going round in circles. And, you know, you even doubt your own mind sometimes, Shell. And like, I don't know whether it's a project or something you're working on where, you know, you just feel like you're never going to reach the end. Do you know what I mean? And it's like very all consuming sort of time, you know, where you're like in this sort of space that no one else is in, if that makes sense. But there is going to be a breakthrough. Okay, breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. So me seeing you coming out into the light was like the ending of this cycle of going round and round in circles. It's like you're going to find a way out. You're going to be a goldfish that jumps out of the bowl and finds freedom in the sea. You know, that is the sort of feeling I'm getting now. It's like you are experiencing the breakthrough. If you're not experiencing it now, going forward, you're going to experience a breakthrough. All of a sudden, everything's going to click. And it will end this cycle of repetitiveness, if that makes sense, Shell, where you don't feel like you're getting anywhere. But it literally is changing now, and hard work will pass. Okay. And I'm also getting an energy of isolation as well. And I do feel that this going forward, they're showing me lots of people around you and a supportive network as well. Okay, Shell. I can't see any comments, so I don't know if it resonates or not. They're giving me eggs for you as well, Shell. So I don't know why they're giving me eggs, but I do feel it's to do with nutrition and to do with a need for more protein as well, to keep you going, to give you that energy going forward. Like you need more energy because it's like you're you know, running out of energy, because it's like you're getting right to the end of this cycle or this phase, and it's like you just want to give up, but they just want to give you energy. Yeah. Oh, brilliant. I'm glad it resonates. They just want to give you that energy. So they're giving me eggs. Whether you eat eggs or not, it doesn't matter. It is to do with just giving you the energy to sort of enliven yourself to be able to take that next step forward, and the final push, that final push into freedom. Shell. Yeah, I'm getting chickens as well now, so I don't know whether you have chickens. But they're giving me chickens because also that, you know, they can kind of like also sort of live quite an enclosed life, can't they? You know, where they sort of feel a bit trapped and they don't really have freedom. But they're showing me like a chicken, you know, like the Chicken Run film where they fly, you know, they escape. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Shell. Thank you for coming to my live. So if anybody'd like to comment now, I'll see who I'll come to next. But so as I finish with you, Shell, they're giving me a golden egg. Okay, the golden egg. Okay, lots of love. Caitlin, Kelly, Bernice, Debbie, Naomi Brown, Naomi. I'll come to you next. Feel drawn to you, Naomi. I'm getting lots of children around you, Naomi. I'm seeing lots of children. I don't know whether you have children or whether you have lots of children around you, Naomi, but I'm just seeing lots and lots of children. But I'm seeing it in more of a sort of teaching setting or that sort of thing. And I'm seeing musical instruments being played as well. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, Naomi. Like almost like a nursery setting. And like playing music with little children. It's like small to kids. So I don't know if that's what you do or whether it makes sense in some other way, or whether you take your grandchild or child to nursery. I'm getting a nursery environment. I'm getting Scotland as well for you, Naomi. You're getting Scotland. Tartan, everything, all of it. You know, like getting tartan and getting kilts and that sort of thing. So I don't know if that makes sense to you or not, or whether it means that going forward there's going to be some link with Scotland, or, you know, let me know if it already makes sense. Comments are so slow today. Oh, 2, 3 cards. Let me get the other one. Okay, Naomi, I'm pulling a card for you. Does it make sense? Tread thoughtfully. Okay, so there's like a need. Okay. Oh, you used to be a childcare worker. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. I do feel there's like, you know, like a new, I can't remember what I just said a minute ago now, but a new, you know, new path, or you're looking for, you know, a new, but I do feel it was like really, you enjoyed the children. Do you know what I mean? You enjoyed that environment. You enjoyed the joy of the children, but it's like other things got in the way, you know, and you know, of your enjoyment as well, like more, you know, boring stuff like the structure of, you know, like the environment you work in and things like that. But the children was the joy, you know, very much for you. And it's like going forward for you, it's very much, I can't remember what I said just a minute ago, but anyway, there is like a need now for you, Naomi, to just tread carefully going forward. So it's not that it's dangerous, it's just that there's don't be hasty, don't make any hasty decisions, and you will get there eventually, because it's narrow pathway, right? Narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. Okay, and you can see this like one of those really narrow bridges to cross here, you know, so each step matters. So it is about just taking care going forward. Don't rush, take time. And you know, I feel there's new opportunities coming for you, but to get to them, it's not necessarily going to be that easy. You know, it's going to be a bit of a tedious task to go, you know, moving forward, or it may already be like, you know, it's something you're experiencing, like slow movement and that sort of thing. But there is, you know, they're telling me to just enjoy the journey, enjoy the process, you know, of the experience of the journey. So don't be too goal focused at the moment, Naomi, okay? So don't be too focused on the future, focus on the now. And I'm getting Buddhism and that sort of energy of sort of needing to be still and recognize the process of the journey. And the reason is there's lots of, they don't want you to miss things. They want you to get there, you know, with everything intact, everything right, if that makes sense. So I don't know whether you're working to, there is something you are actually working towards, but they want you to hone in on the fine details. Naomi, there's a reason, there's a need for that. I don't know whether there's been a situation around you where there's been like an injustice or something. That's the feeling I'm getting now, that there may have been an injustice. I don't know. That's the energy I'm feeling. So now it is about treading carefully, because, you know, like, you don't want to fall into any kind of trap, if that makes sense, Naomi. But you can skirt around it if you were aware. If you're careful, you'll it's like in advance, you'll know if there's a, you know, something's coming up that's like set to make you fail, if that makes sense. So it's very about being very conscious about every step you take. They're giving me milk for you, which is funny because they gave me eggs for the other lady. They're giving me milk for you. Just normal bog standard glass bottle cow's milk. Yeah, silver top milk. And I'm seeing a lady, I am connecting with a lady here who used to get milk delivered to her door, and it had a silver top on it, and she used to like give you your breakfast. I'm sort of getting this energy of this woman. She was very patient and actually really good with children as well, really patient, and she wants to give you that energy of patience and not allow any. She's talking about the cream, you know, on the top of the milk. You remember when the birds used to, I don't know if you know, had this where you lived, but in Britain, the birds used to peck the top of the milk, you know, and get the cream off the top of the milk. She doesn't want you to miss the cream. Don't leave the milk out for too long. I don't know whether, you know, like, so the milk, so the birds get in it, but it's like a symbolic thing, if you know what I mean. If you don't have milk delivered, people don't tend to have milk delivered anymore in that way. But she's just like a memory with her as well. Sometimes it was red top and sometimes it was silver top. I don't really remember the different types of milk now. But she was very patient and careful as well, and she, you know, I don't know whether there was a link with being involved with the production of milk or milkman. I'm getting a milkman, I'm getting all of that, something to do with the milk trade as well. Okay, I was just seeing if there's anything else for you, but I'm not getting anything else now. That was it, really, Naomi. So I hope that all made sense. I know it kind of, yeah, I hope that all made sense to you, Naomi. You see if there's anything else. Yeah, it's just that, you know, just okay, wonderful. It's just that sort of, you know, respecting the old ways as well. There's an energy of that for you, respecting the old ways, you know. She's saying, you know, oh, that phrase, slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. And I feel that was something she said in life as well. And it was, you know, she was very, very calm. Yeah. She's sending lots of love. She's giving you yellow flowers for a bit of energy for you as well, and to give you that, you know, strength to sort of keep going as well, Naomi. Okay? They're like yellow nasturtiums. Are they nasturtiums? No, they're not nasturtiums. They're like a bit like a, oh, I've got to look in a book. They're like a bit like a lily or something, but they're yellow. Let me really have a really quick look at in my book. Yeah, they're like a lily, but they're orange. So these are like the lilies here, but they're orange with like spots inside. Maybe it's not a lily. It's something like that. Orange and yellow with spots inside. I'm not very good on the flowers. Yeah, it might be a type of iris actually. But she's giving these beautiful flowers. I remember seeing them when I was a child, and they're sort of, yeah, orange, and they have white inside, and then they've got these wonderful, beautiful sort of spots inside. Yeah, she's giving those for you. Wish I could. Sorry, I can't remember the name of the flower. But they're not lilies. They're something else. I'm gonna have to get myself another book on flowers. Yeah, lovely. Okay. Anyway, yeah, she's giving these but the orange and the yellow in the flower as well for energy. Okay, thank you, Naomi. Yeah, no, they're not a daffodil. They're orange and they fold over and then they open up in the center. Yeah, sorry, I can't remember what they're called, but they're just a beautiful orange and white flower. Okay, thank you so much for coming to my live, and I'll see who would like a reading next. Oh, our time's flown. We're already on 12 o'clock. So, yeah. Time's just suddenly shot by. Okay. So, Caitlin, I'll come to you. Caitlin Montague. Caitlin Montague, I'll come to you. Okay. Really random as I connect with you, Caitlin. I've just got this singing jingle bells. Singing jingle bells for you. And I know we're totally out of season for that at the moment, but jingle all the way. But the thing about that song, it is just full of joy, you know, full of joy. But okay, they're talking to me about bells. It is obviously it's a Christmas song, but this is more to do with bells. But I don't know whether there's any kind of like, you know, a ringing of bells. You know, it symbolizes a sort of marriage or a celebration. Okay, so they're giving me that like really strongly for you. Okay. Ooh. What's that? Sorry, my daughter just come in the way there. Okay, Caitlin. They're giving me white balloons as well. No, I'm not sure. They're giving me white balloons. Yeah, maybe as well. They're giving me white balloons. I'm not sure why that is either. But what balloons are all to do with purity as well, aren't they? And peace and serenity. So there's kind of like, I don't know, it's just a guy singing jingle bells to me, a gentleman. Just look out for the bells. Just look out for it. I do feel there's going to be an announcement of some kind around you, Caitlin. And also the balloons obviously signify some kind of celebration as well. But they're white. So it does feel like a marriage. Yeah, it does feel like a marriage. Okay, so just look out for that. News of a marriage, news of some kind of people linking in together. Okay. Okay, Caitlin. But also the white signifies sort of purification for you as well, Caitlin, if that makes sense. There's a need for purification for you. And the card you've got is rejuvenating rain, clear the past, heal the present. So there is a need for you to clear the past to heal the present, okay, as well. So I do feel there's, it would be really, really helpful right now for you to do like a sort of detox. What's the man like? I'm not seeing him this time. Not seeing him. He's just singing to me. Jovial man. Very jovial man. Yeah. I forgot where I was now. What I was saying. Oh yeah. He's sort of imparting like a need to lighten up a little bit as well. I need to lighten up. He was very jovial. But there is he just wants to, he's funny, he just wants to bring that in, and it's kind of like off, like different to the rest of the reading, if that makes sense, because the rest of the reading is all to do with you. He doesn't want to look at that. He doesn't want to look at the other side of it. It's like he's very much like to stay up, because I'm not seeing him, I'm just feeling him, okay, and hearing him. All right. He liked to keep things up, he didn't like to sort of go into depth with things too much. He was a bit jovial and a bit of a jokey character, okay, like, yeah. And but the message as well is, this sort of need to detox yourself, need to do some purification, and I am getting prayer now as well for you as well, and reconnecting spiritually, like a need for reconnection spiritually as well, and a prayer. Your prayers are, he is saying your prayers are heard, okay, so trust your, sorry, there's a bang. Trust your that your prayers are being heard and your prayers are being answered, okay, because I do feel there's some doubts with you, some doubts creeping in from sort of things that have happened in the past, some doubts. And so I'm going to have to be quick because we've already done an hour, so sorry about that, Caitlin. Some doubts creeping up, to be released, so rejuvenating rain, clear the past, heal the present. So there's a need for that. Oh, you're going through a horrible break. That makes total sense. And that's why you came in with a jovialness, wanting to sort of purify, your space. Bells are very cleansing as well. So there's, you can ring bells. They purify your space. They purify your energy body. So yeah, now is the time to do that cleansing, purification of soul and physical body as well. And he's there just to uplift you. So just know that this gentleman is there to uplift you and keep you going and keep you strong. And I'm sorry I have to cut it short there, but I shouldn't really be going over an hour. Okay, so thank you everybody. It's lovely to be back, and I'm available for private readings if anyone would like to book with me. And also I am also teaching. I have a development group and I'm teaching one-to-one tarot as well, and many other things in terms of sort of personal development groups as well. So if it, anything you'd like to contact me about, just let me know and I'll get back to you. And I'll see you all soon. Lots of love. Bye bye.